What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna get started on another excavation job. So we just had a record-breaking April for Oklahoma, and some areas got like 14 inches of rain total this month. It's been crazy. So we haven't been able to get much done, but anyway, so I'm gonna get over here and start on this culvert project, and I'm gonna take you guys along. But as you can see, you know, I've got the F-150 today. My dad has El Guapo. He got the gooseneck and he picked up the culvert. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but right there we're digging a swale, and then that's where the culvert's gonna go. But it's not wide enough for me to unload and load back there. So I'm gonna drop this machine off up here, because this is the same job site that I actually got stuck on like probably 10 times. So I'm gonna try to prevent that from happening today. So I'd rather have to redo a little bit of my work than have to redo the whole road. So anyway, let's get going. Only thing is with this machine, it squishes down the back end of that truck so bad. It's definitely not made to do this kind of stuff every day, but it's able to handle it. It's able to do all right. So this is what the drive looks like. So that up there all washes down this way, and it's going right there anyway. So do a little swale down there, put a culvert in here, swale down there, and get the water to go where it needs to go without going across his driveway. I'm on my way to go pick up the Bobcat now, but I got a call from my dad saying that they loaded up the culvert on there, and you know, they loaded it a different way than I thought they would have, but I think it works out this way. Well, just pulled up here with the Bobcat. Lock this deal. So I'm gonna drive it down there. You can see my dad's down there. He got the culvert unloaded. Like that, folks, the machines are here, and we have overcome the biggest hurdle, and that was getting the culvert here. So we'll get going on this, and you know, it's supposed to rain an inch tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Well, just got loaded up. This is the wettest I've ever seen it here. So they've got a lot of gravel, but all that right there is just a lake, and I bet I could pull a jet ski through there. But yeah, it's I'm putting the old EcoBoost through the works today. I feel kind of bad for this thing. That thing is loaded. Next, I'm gonna come in and get some surge rock. So this is gonna go around the culvert pipe right here and all that. But man, this poor F-150. Time to get the black truck up and going again. That's all I ever did with the black truck, was haul loads like this all day, every day. So no wonder why it's messing up. I am gonna pick up El Guapo here in a little bit, so I can not have to worry about it as much. Like I said earlier, this is the wettest April we've had. Hey buddy, it's a no wake zone. Surge rock here, and didn't get stuck, so that's a good sign. But yeah, so this is going to be the base for this approach right here, and that's going to go next to the culvert. Culvert's going to go right there, and all this is going to be the approach. So as of right now, they're able to get in and out of the property, and I got a lot of the material here. So culvert out here. I guess they didn't really do a good job of keeping it clean and just washed in and filled in and all that kind of junk. So almost got it all the way dug out there. So the old culvert, so there's an old culvert here and an old culvert there. So obviously, you know, they didn't work. So, but we're gonna dig out on that side for the inlet, and you know, the outlet right here is dug out, so that shouldn't be a problem. But you know, with that rock, and then the stuff I have in the trailer over there, should be able to get it. Well, folks, I think it's about the length it needs to be. I think we're going to take a little bit more of this dirt this way, push a little bit more that way, and try to get a little bit more of it to go straight out this way, almost where it needs to be. So, check it out. Probably drop it down right there, see what it looks like. rock spread down here. First load of crush is going down, so that'll be nice. So it's a little soft right here, so I had to hit it with some speed coming up here and made that approach, but it is what it is. Just need a little help. Well, folks, the first load of crusher run is down, and you know, this stuff packs really nice. So, and especially over the surge rock, it makes it really nice to be able to have a solid road, because you know, as you can tell, everything out here is just all sand and it's all terrible. But now we still have dirt to do here, and then we're gonna do just a little bit more surge and then riprap over here. And then surge and riprap over here on this side, and then regrade this entire slope all the way up the hill. So there's still quite a bit of dirt to be moved, but we can make that happen. Rock right there. Look at that. That's gonna be good. As you can tell, we got a lot of this dirt moved right here. So it's starting to swale, and then there's gonna be a swale up there by where he's working the Bobcat right now. But so that's gonna be the main one right there, and then a lot of the water is gonna come there and meet up in that, and then go straight there, out there, and then out in the woods. So it'll be good. Well, folks, just picked up my first load of this riprap. So this ought to do a lot of good. I'm gonna do a little bit of shifting on it, make sure it's all not too loaded towards the rear. But other than that, I think I'm good to go. Well, folks, this one's almost buttoned up. I'm gonna power rake that edge next to the fence. I think this one will be done. Yeah, I didn't do much filming over here today. I just wanted to get it knocked out. And I was doing a lot of handwork with the riprap, and I didn't have the GoPro set up, so anyway, I'm gonna get this thing power raked and go from there. Well, got that all power raked over there. I didn't do anything over here, but here's the end result of this project. So got this culvert put in here, and then surge rock, and then crusher run over the top of that, and then got this riprap on the side of this over here, prevent erosion on the side of the road, and then over here as well, got this all done up. So they're pretty happy with it. I'm happy with how it turned out, and Gonna go from there. Well, folks, I think this one's buttoned up for now. So until the next phase of the project. But anyway, I'm gonna load up this machine right here, take it back and pick up that ditch witch and get some rest. Just like that, this is another one in the books. So I still got to write up the final invoice and get that check from him, but he's good for it. But anyway, I got to do that tonight. Send it over to him first thing in the morning, and then move on to the next one. So anyway, gosh dang, this freaking road. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.